My content is for 13 and up, or adult collectors of the product. We got the new Ultimate Evo, now it's time to Quadstrike! Hello everyone, before we continue, I just want to mention to please comment your thoughts. So we get a new Valtryek release. I'm very curious if it's going to actually be used in the new Season 7 of Quadstrike, like is Volt actually going to be using this Valtryek? And we have Divine Excalius. Hopefully the bays be useful here. Back of the box, and yeah, QR's at the end. Let's try to open this. Now going over to our part by part, we have Excalius. So Excalius just has okay slopes, like, you know, honestly QS and QD more or less kind of just have, you know, okay slopes, kind of in that same tier as like Valtryek, Valtryek 2. As far as recolor goes, it's all over the place. It's like an Easter themed Excalius, that's the best way I can put it. The original gimmick with the core was that the sword pops out. Obviously here they do not actually have it. Instead it just looks like a poorly painted on sword. Either way, the slopes are kind of generic, so this core is just kind of whatever, not really that special. Gonna save some time right here with the Divine Blade. It is absolutely garbage, like pure trash for HASBRO. Don't use it at all. Change it to something else. Aside from them just nerfing it by making it lighter and obviously a little bit more hollowed, it has no actual use for HASBRO only, even QS only. It's that bad. You then after have your Gravity Ring, which does not matter because they're not metal, and Giga QD. So at least this one is like an alright QD/QS disc. I do wish they still made new ones, but whatever. Then after for the bottom, you have Yard and you have Jolt QS. Now the Yard attachment is garbage. Destabilizes way too hard, poor stamina, not really worth using at all compared to other QD/QS. Jolt obviously lacks the actual rubber that the original had. I guess you could say that since Jolt did have hard rubber, it's kind of close to plastic, so this is probably closer to Jolt than actually Jolt Slingshot was. It is a little bit hard to actually do a flower pattern. It breaks a little bit too easy. This is like okay. It's okay. And then after we have our scale right here, we have our Excalius core, which is 5 grams on the dot. We have Divine, which Divine here is 6.79 grams, 9.42. Zero is a total of about 1.6. Giga Quad Drive is a total of about 24.97. Jolt is about 5.71. Yard is about 3.14. In total, you're looking at about 47.23. Fully assembled, I'm not vibing with the colors too much. I think this outer part is okay, which is probably even more color accurate than the Roar Cash recolor that they did. I don't know, the colors don't feel too right blending like this. I think the orange is what I don't like here. High mode. Yeah, what I would definitely say is they should have just replaced that orange like another purple or even a darkish blue. That would have been a good, decent recolor, I would say, with the attachment. Then after going to our part by part, next up we have Ultimate Evo Valtryek V8. Now the big difference between here and here is that this has a better paint job than here because it actually has the nice, you know, metallic paint. This is just very poor. Slopes wise, more or less identical to Valtryek Evo, which was just decent enough, but obviously compared to other top contender slopes, not really that special. Now obviously if we do a side-by-side between an actual recolor that was of Ultimate Valkyrie, visually wise it is an absolute stinker, regardless if Volt were to use this in the animation or not. It's very hilarious how the whole point is to represent all the stuff for the final, and it looks like garbage. I mean, they tried to like tint the colors, whatever. I'm not vibing with it at all. You then have to get your blade, which is Ultimate, which the only difference here, if you are wondering, is just one's transparent, the other one is not. So either way, how good is the Ultimate blade? Two issues here. They originally removed the rubber and major contact points, rounding it off. It is pretty hollow. Even with G13 to buff it, it's pretty poor overall and very weak. For generic armor, they gave some 3 clone, and then after they gave over. I find this hilarious because they still haven't done a 9, and they still. What about Wing Dash? Now, granted, Over QD is not a bad Hasbro only disc. However, it does not make any sense here other than, oh, Hasbro just cost cutting. Then after, for our base tip and armor tip, we have variable and we have liner. So liner unfortunately got semi-flat, so it's kind of just trash, to be honest. Granted, it probably would have been too crazy still. Very disappointing. Yeah, so they finally did variable. Not even awakened. Well, okay, I guess if I use this technically it could be. That's kind of funny. Well, this should be, yeah, this is variable. You can definitely tell. That's kind of funny. I wonder if they just on purpose now didn't do it originally just for this, but either way, generally with all the attachment stuff, unless I mention otherwise, they're kind of just useless, just really for a QS stadium, so like legitimately just like for fun at that point, because nothing's too crazy. Valkyrie is about 7.3 versus 4.76. More funny to point this out, but the whole point of the cheek mark was that Volt actually owns that base, so canonically, right? Even if it does appear in the anime, it's not the true Volt Valtryek, huh? Ultimate is about like 11.09 on here. Here it's about like 5.42. It's way too light to be useful for anything. Generic armor is about 1.56. 9 is about 14. It's just like a heavy one. Yeah, the thing is with the over discs is that they never kind of hit that 26, which I wish that they did. Then XL dash is about 5.92. Variable dash is about 6.22. Liner is about 5.84 or 5. Then 4.4. 10.23. Altogether, we're looking at about 47.15. 70.58. Now, if we do a side-by-side, oh my god. This is actually unreal. This just looks so unnatural. This doesn't even look like it's real. This is where the jokes of it looking like it's not real actually just keep on coming back. Because like, dear god, man. I think it actually looks worse than even like their original Ultimate Evo. Yeah, because aside from them painting obviously wrong from how it should have been painted, it just, I don't know, it's not even, doesn't even have the gold paint. It's, you wanna know what? It's actually weird because they painted this properly, but now they missed the gold. Like, do they just, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. To here. High mode. Excalius 3-2 on the rip. Yeah, so I do understand the whole idea with the color scheme is that with the chip you're supposed to kind of swap it between the Xiphoid Knight, but I don't know, either way I'm not too crazy on this. Okay, next up, Valtryek. So compared to other attachments, this actually works with the stadium. Obviously in general, no, but with the stadium here, you can kind of see it probably maybe makes some sense. I don't know if it wins here or if it bursts. We're gonna find out. Can it even beat Divine? Let's try it up against Chain Kerbeus. I kind of like the movement. Oh, it's crud. Okay, let's try Twister Pandora. You know, you kind of get some crazy speed here. Okay, kind of. Can it even do it? Okay. Now for the real test against Excalius here. I know it dies, but I want to see it painfully die. Where you have the over disc and you still lose. QR codes. What I do find kind of funny is that it is definitely meant why the colors are like this, just to swap, I guess, but why not do Divine Knight and like just another Xiphoid Excalius? I don't know. Yeah, but Yeah, so for final thoughts, is it worth getting? I would say no. If you're just getting it just because it's Valtryek, I would just say skip. Either just get a Pro Series release at that point or get TAKARA TOMY. Overall, it's just negative performance for Ultimate, Divine. You could maybe say for fun the attachment on the Valtryek, but otherwise I would just say you're wasting your money, which generally is a sentiment towards most Hasbro products that are Beyblade currently. But that's going to be it for this video. I want to say subscribe if you are new here with bell notifications on. Make sure to check out our store, which is an optional way to support the channel. And thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hope you have an awesome and amazing day, and bye!